Welcome to the 3 to Our Way podcast, a weekly 1-hour conversation about sports, television, film, music, and current events. Real live, no sites. Hosted by childhood friends Sherm the Barber, Substantial, and J Cash. 3 to Our Way is as humorous as it is informative. We bring our odd perspectives on odd stories to you via YouTube and all podcast platforms. Our weekly show is pre-recorded, but you can catch us live on the first Sunday of every month. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now let's get to it.
Yeah. We are so happy to be here. What up, everybody? It is another Sunday, and you are back with 3 the Odd Way. You got your 3 hosts here. It's me, Sherm the Barber.
Yes, sir.
We got Substantial, the Rizapper.
Yes,
and my man, J Cash. What up, fellas?
What's that? I should have been Terminator X in the building.
So before we go too far, and I forget, are you bringing that shit back up, man? But before we go too far, and I forget, if you have not and you would like to, please subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com. So fellas, how was your weekend? So Stan, I don't know. Did I forget anything with the Patreon before?
No, you got it, son. You know what I'm saying? Swinging for the stands,
girl. You got it.
If this, bruh, I told you before we started, we don't need that, man. That does not ever have to happen ever
you
again.
Got
oh my god! Oh my god! Oh man! So we'll start with you, James. How was your weekend, man?
I'm good,
like
man.
Had a pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's another one. We fully into March now. We got a week under our belt. Greatest month of the year.
Mm-hmm. About to be the 70s soon.
Nah, excuse me.
Did he say the weather? Talking about the weather.
Oh, I thought he was talking about my age.
Oh, nah, man. But first of all, back to what you were saying before. Don't nobody care nothing about no March other than madness, man. Don't nobody care about your birthday, man.
All the
hate. If it ain't in January, it ain't nothing.
Whatever. Hey, we got Kevin Early Bird up in here.
Hey,
of course, what up, man. Oh shoot, I'm tripping. What up?
Early Bird got it. Early Bird stayed early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything
on time. He not on CP time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. My weekend was good, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man. What was it? Mine was the same, dude. Shout out to the homie Jamal. His birthday was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Happy birthday, Mr. Gowdy.
Yes, sir. And then my sister Prissy, her birthday was today. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
happy birthday, Prissy. Hey, make sure you tell her we said happy birthday. I am not trying to get punched in the face.
I will text her immediately after the show.
That's double for me, please.
Right. You don't need no ass whoopings handed out.
Man, right.
Saying. Yeah.
So
man.
before we go any further, I just want to because I'm not going to get to this in my segment, so I want to get my beers out of the way right quick.
Cool.
I found some more Black-owned beers locally, which is awesome. Yeah. I went down to St. Charles today, copped a couple joints from Patuxent Brewing. That's one joint there. This is a really generic sticker because this is called the Big Oops.
I was looking for the back of it, like, okay,
it's nothing.
Damn.
This is called their Big Oops right now. Nah. They tell you. So this is some like this is so black. So it's on some leftover shit. So so after they brew their beers, there's hops left over. So what they do with all leftover hops is they put them all together and see what they come up with, and it never has the same flavor. So this is the Big Oops, and it's dope. Like this is fire, dog. Like it's real tropical, it's real sweet. And they I guess they specialize in IPAs because both of the joints I got are IPAs. But this one I like the sweeter flavor of the Big Oops.
You drink it one day and then the next day it tastes something different. Is that what you mean?
No, once that batch is done, when they do a new batch, it could be something completely different. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the dopeness about it, man. That's the dopeness about it.
I will say the whackness about it is if the joint is amazing, like the likelihood that you ever gonna have that again is like
tasting so good. And that's the dope shit about it, because that like some beers are released like that. Like you get beers that only come out once a year. So like having a beer that you may never have again, like it's the mystique of like, oh yeah, I had this one that one time, but I'll never have it again. Like I don't know, it's cool to me, man. Y'all aren't big on beer, so y'all
right. Yeah, we're not big on beers or mouthfeels, things like that.
Oh, the mouthfeel. Thank you. Mouthfeel. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, the mouthfeel on this is pretty nice. It's not too bubbly, so yeah, it's nice and smooth. A real good, real nice on the palate.
Okay,
that sounds like DC tap water, bro. You never know. What's it called? The Kings.
No, this one is the second one. The King's Wife.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that can though, dog.
Okay. Look at that. Yeah, that's sexy.
Yeah, that's
the Angela Davis.
No, it's just just a silhouette, man.
Wow.
But yeah, this one is I'll tell y'all how this one is once I get into it. I only tasted it at the brewery, and I don't really remember how that one tasted, but yeah. So anything we got a few more minutes. Anything y'all wanna get out?
Yeah. On a serious note, today is actually the anniversary of Bloody Sunday. So 56 years ago today, on March 7th, 1965, around 600 black demonstrators, including John Lewis, were attacked on the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama during a peaceful march calling for black voting rights. Known as Bloody Sunday, this moment marked a turning point in the civil rights movement and its time in our history that should never be forgotten. So definitely rest in peace to all the ancestors involved with that. Just wanted to take a minute to honor their memory. Just happened to get that in my email courtesy of the official Black Lives Matter organization. So I figured why not share that important piece of Black history and American history. You know what I mean?
I heard about that earlier today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, I just I'm always rapping.
I see. So we might as well jump into this other stuff because a lot of the first thing I'm talking about is definitely blackity black. So might as well get into it, son. You know what I mean?
Hey, let's do it. It's on you, man.
Yes, sir.
First up the bat, I believe that's you.
All right, let me get the mic and see what I'm going to do. Bow! Oh, no, I don't know if that's what the young people do anymore. All right, so here we go.
The young people? I swear to God, boy.
So, yeah. So, first up, foremost, man, let's talk about Coming to America. The sequel to Coming to America, which came out in 1988. The original film was written and starring Eddie Murphy. Almost the entire cast came back for this film. If they were alive, they were in it. And that in itself was extremely dope. It was like, Black family reunion on screen, you know what I mean? So it was just dope to kind of see all of these people. I definitely saw.
Oh, hell no. This man was belching.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't even mute Mike.
Oh my God. I'm muted. Oh, I'm muted from here. Oh, my bad.
I concur, Stan.
That was so bad. Jesus Christ.
Hey, but anyway,
I'm so sorry, man.
It's all right. Disrespectful. That's all right. I'm gonna be sure to fought when you talking about whatever you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just stand up, and just make it happen. But anyway, so yeah, man. So this is the sequel, the official sequel to Coming to America. It's been, I think, 33 years since the first. And so yeah, man, there was a lot of hype around it. I think I was super excited to see what they were going to do. I've been watching a lot of the interviews, just listening to the cast. There's been some great stories that they've shared. One of the crazy things is that they were talking about people that they hadn't seen in real life since the filming of the first movie. And I think Eddie or Arsenio were referring to, they were saying Oha. They hadn't seen the brother who played Oha since the first movie. And so that's crazy, you know.
This motherfucker did Prince. But go ahead.
Right. But yeah, man. Definitely you know, the movie, I feel like if I was to rate it, like the most I could give it is a 7. That's just my personal opinion. While there were a lot of funny moments, and definitely certain parts I really enjoyed, there was definitely a lot of issues, I feel, in terms of like some of the writing I didn't love, and you know, and there were definitely certain bits that they had in it that just didn't do well for me. I know a lot of people were kind of split on the movie. Like a lot of folks love it, and there's a lot of folks that hate it. I don't think my feelings for it are that extreme on either end. I'm kind of in the middle, but more so toward the digging it side than I am not liking it, because I definitely feel like it's an important piece of history. You know, and there are a lot of things I enjoyed. Like I love the scene, the job interview scene in the movie. Those of you who've seen it know what I'm talking about. That's one of my favorite scenes. I like the whole challenge in the patriarchy joint. Shout out to the sister who plays his oldest daughter. I forget her name.
She's so pretty.
Man, she's a great actress, yo. She was
a beautiful thing. I swear, she was so pretty.
She was in If Bill Street Could Talk. She was also in that Netflix film with Charlize Theron.
Yeah, that one.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead and belch one more time for us.
I don't know what's going on. But so what? The one light-skinned daughter that didn't have very many speaking parts, that's actually Eddie's daughter, right?
Yes, yep. That's
the middle daughter. Yep. The middle daughter, right?
And she didn't just get the role; she actually had the audition.
Right.
Yeah. So he didn't just no handouts. Yep. You know. I also enjoy Wesley Snipes, man. Yeah, Wesley Snipes was definitely a highlight for me. As well as what's the brother's name, man? Oh my God,
Tracy Morgan.
Michael Blackson.
Man, I was kind of disappointed with Michael Blackson, man. I wanted more from him. Yeah. I wanted, when I saw him, I was like, yes. And then he just rolled out, and I was like, wait, that was it?
That was it. Right.
Yeah. So definitely, I feel like could have used more of him.
Yo, shout out to Sherry Headley, man.
Yeah,
30 years, and that woman still looked the same.
Yeah.
My
Who was that? That's
Lisa McDowell, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She looks
Lisa
great.
McDowell looks amazing.
Yeah, she took care of herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was it? And who else did I enjoy in the joint? I like the relationship between the son and his love interest. I like the conversations they had and stuff. That was some of my favorite. Right? Yeah, man. But yeah, man. But what y'all think, fellas?
Sherm.
So first of all, I thought Wesley Snipes' hair, like them hair pieces, was absolutely fire. I actually followed the girl that did them, Stacy Cuts Live. She does Anthony Anderson's hair. She does a lot of celebrities' hair.
Right.
But she showed making the joint, and it's actually like that's not just some like paper mache crap. Like that is fashioned hair that she did. Like it's a unit. So that, first of all, is super fire for all of my barbers out there.
I would have never even thought about that, but go ahead.
Yeah.
It's just see how we think on different things.
Sherm the Barber.
And my man, the Prince's hair. My man from here, Jermaine. I forgot his last name, but his hair was fire too. Like, yeah, they definitely, all the hair in the joint was fire. Like, so I definitely like that. I love the movie. I didn't go in with super high expectations as far as it being anywhere in close to being able to be compared to the first one, because the first one was just an absolute like super duper classic. So I absolutely enjoyed it, man. Let me see. Favorite part? Oh man, it's sad. This is so cool. I was the barbershop part. I didn't want. I just don't want it to be so regular. Like, oh, the barber likes the barbershop part, but I like the barbershop part, man.
Be regular, son. You know what I'm saying?
I especially like the part when they was like, oh man, they were saying stuff, and my man in the chair was like, yeah, the babies with the flies.
Yeah,
and then,
he was like, you going to the flies. Get your ass about my chair with that. You go to
right.
Oh, the other part was when Eddie came back to the joint, and I don't care if I'm spoiling it. If you ain't seen it, hey, it's too bad.
Right.
For you.
You know our policy.
Eddie came back to the shop. Right. When he came back to the shop and was kind of flexing on him, and when he left, all the band was like, the one was like, hey, Kane, who do you think he is? I got a dog named Kane.
Right.
And,
I'm the king of this shop. Who is?
Right. But yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've watched it 2.5 times myself so far.
That's what's up. I'm sure we're gonna run it back again. Yeah, man.
I've seen it twice. I like the movie. What I don't like is the slander that it's getting. Because I think some of it is social media groupthink. You know what I mean? One thing I will say about this movie is this. It wasn't about Eddie. That's what a lot of people don't really consider. This movie was not about Eddie Murphy. It wasn't about Akeem so much, you know what I mean, that it was about, you know, Lavelle and everybody else surrounding him, including his daughters. So the storyline, you couldn't get the same type storyline from the first one. You had to enhance it in a sense, and you had to bring different plot angles from it. You know what I mean? And in doing so, you had to develop different characters. Most of the time when you're doing that, you're I don't want to say diluting the quality of the film, but you're adding a necessary portion of it that a lot of people don't want to give the directors credit for. So for me, if you came into it thinking that it's going to be in Queens and it's going to be all about comedy and all the shenanigans that happen like it happened the first time, then you got the wrong film. This one's a little bit deeper, and it explores relationships, not just with Eddie. Well, I keep saying Eddie, but Akeem, but with his father, his relationship with Lisa, his relationship with his 3 daughters, and his newfound relationship with his newfound son. You know what I mean? Shout out to Leslie Jones for also killing her role.
Yeah,
she did an absolutely amazing job. Yeah. So for me, it's a lot deep. Oh, and you also got a little bit more into Simi and his relationship with King Joffrey Joffre, because you know we all knew that Joffrey had issues with Simi before, but this one you can tell was a little bit deeper. So I like the movie. I came in with standard low expectations. You know what I mean? And I didn't expect to have gut punching laughs. You know what I mean? Did this Bama just sneeze when I'm talking? Okay.
I was laughing, man.
Oh, okay. You know, you're laughing.
Man, shut up, man. I made a mistake. God.
I'm about to deliver some COVID vaccinations to your house or something if you sneezing like that. My bad. So yeah, I like the movie. I don't like the slander it got. It's a black cast and a black film. We always talk about we need to see more black excellence in movies that don't depict us as drug criminals, murderers, addicts, and all this other stuff. And then when we get it, we complain about it. So I liked it. I advise people watch it with an open mind and realize it ain't about Eddie and the shenanigans. This time it's about everybody else that was in his life.
Right.
Well,
hey, I like the reclaiming your culture message in there too. The little underlying reclaiming your culture with the son, getting back to his African roots.
Yeah, that was dope too.
Yeah. Backtracking real quick, the sister's name who escaped me before, her name's Kiki Lane. That's the actress name. So definitely be on the lookout for more stuff with her. I mean, the 3 movies she's been in have all been completely different. Like she came out in an award-winning drama directed by Barry Jenkins, and then her second movie was a full-on action movie where she literally was an action star in the joint. And now this movie is a comedy. So like it's super dope that she's flexing her range so young already, and you know, she's making it real clear that she's not letting, you know, Hollywood put limitations on her. She's going to do whatever she feels like makes sense for her career. So shout out to Kiki Lane, definitely. What was it I was going to mention about it? I think that was the main things. Again, man, I definitely I enjoyed certain aspects of it. I definitely felt like there was a lot of room for improvement though. But I appreciate y'all brothers' feedback. But we're gonna keep it moving, son. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Real quick, I'm just gonna make mention of this. I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on it. But yeah, we just had the season finale, series finale of WandaVision. That also came out on Friday. It was definitely solid. With this one, I came in with very high expectations. And so I don't feel like it met, like it kind of met my expectations, but I think that had less to do with it not being great and more to do with listening to too many of these Bammers and their theories and kind of expecting something bigger to happen than what actually happened. There were certain aspects of it that to me could have been better, but definitely I love the fight between the two visions and the conversation they had. And now, I don't care what nobody say, Vision got the best meme on the internet right now, dog. If you ain't seen it,
you talking about the joint?
The joint with the herringbone.
You have it by any chance?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll see if I can find it real quick.
Hey, I feel like the action scene was almost like movie worthy, like that.
Oh yeah, almost. Man, I go ahead and give it to them, yo. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, the way they did the Vision fight scene, like that was crazy. You know what I mean? Like they found new ways to use the character on screen, which is exciting. You know what I mean? I thought that was dope. But I think I got the Vision joint. I'm gonna bring it up in a second. Hold up. This shit is hilarious. All right, hold on. Yeah, keep talking. Talk amongst yourselves. So both of y'all saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I enjoyed the joint, man. It was cool.
Yeah,
that's the meme. If that's what you're talking about, that meme is hilarious.
Nah, I haven't seen the meme.
Yeah, man. Hold on. I'm trying to get it.
It's real evident that was the last episode, and I mean, like not coming back for another season type. Because I saw people saying it, I didn't know whether to believe. But after I saw, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so
man. Yeah. Because like the series is meant to it's not necessarily meant to set up more seasons of that show. It's set up to move the story of the MCU as a whole forward. So like for instance, stuff that we saw in WandaVision is going to pour over into what's it called? The Doctor Strange 2 movie, which is going to be hard because the first one was dope. Definitely one of the more slept on MCU movies. But then also, what's it called? Oh my God. Also, it's going to tie into the Spider-Man 2 movie as well. So yeah, man, it's like they used it as a segue to like it was like the ultimate segue to bring all the universes together so they could bring a bunch of other movies out behind it. So it's like, we don't need to do this. This was all it was for, to show you, to fuck your mind up, right?
And then bring you a whole bunch of movies behind fucking your mind up.
Yeah, movies and other shows. It's definitely. I mean, it's a great way. I'm interested to see how they continue to expand the universe using Disney Plus with these series and stuff. It's really interesting. You know what I mean? I think it's dope. But yeah, I found the meme real quick. This is the one I tweeted about earlier. Here you go. It said, hey, yo, what is drip if not sauce persevering? Hey, dog. This time I won the internet that day, dog.
Funny.
Yo,
what is drip if not sauce persevering? That is the fucking greatest, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
That joint took me out, son.
How he mind fucked you, man, was super dope though.
Yes,
I was like that shit.
that this is a different type of fight scene, bro. Like, it's fighting the way only Vision can fight. You know,
it was physical, but once Vision realized, like, yo, like this is going to be never ending, or I'm just going to die and it's going to be all be fucked up. So let me just try something different here.
This is like, I might not be real, but so I've heard I've died twice already, and I don't think this is a good idea. Keep dying. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think there's been enough dying, you know. But yeah, man. And I'm gonna just shout this thing out because I know we gotta keep it moving. We shout this out super fast. Sharing screen, go gadget. Yeah, because this is technically music, but the visuals were amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all aren't hip to Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars' new song, yeah, yo, you need to go ahead and do yourself a favor. That joint is a modern classic. The video is as dope as the song. I really love the visuals, the camera angles, how they come in with Anderson .Paak's second verse. The song's called Leave the Door Open. And yeah, man, definitely check it out. That joint saw like 10 million streams in 24 hours. Ridiculous, redonkulous. Yeah, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man.
Between that and everybody's talking about lemon pepper chicken freestyle, whatever it's called, lemon pepper freestyle, right? With Drake and Rick Ross. That got a lot of buzz this weekend too.
Yeah, other stuff that came out too. I ain't spending too much time on music because the homie Sherm gonna come through. But definitely shout out to Funky DL and the sister he working with, because they just dropped a 4-song EP, which is tough. And then shout out to Deborah Bond, who just dropped a really dope album as well for all my R&B lovers. But that is my time, gents. You know what I'm saying? Let me, make way, for the brother, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite barber and ours, Sherm the Barber, ladies and gentlemen.
What up? What up?
Video.
All right. So starting off just real quick, I just want to just shout out the brother Papoose for this awesome cereal box challenge that he did. He's catching heat for that. Huh?
Catching heat for that.
Bro, Papoose is an unsung legend, man.
I know, but there's a battle rapper by the name of My Verse. And
I know her.
Yeah, she's sick too.
I mean, I'm just saying, Papoose kicked it off, man. So, man, look, I'm just shouting out Papoose for the cereal box challenge. If he didn't start it, what?
I'm gonna say this: what he did was dope. Nothing unexpected from Papoose, but she's dope too when she does her thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm gonna check her out, but let's not forget Papoose is 45. So, but yeah, so
original. I can't. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. It's like, who did it first?
Yeah, I gotta look into that. I don't know much about that. But yeah, getting into the important shit, I just wanted to shout out the man, and this man want to take shit all over to Southwest down to come back up to Uptown. So
did you let me give him props? I gave the man props. He's
look, man. So Saha the Prince, man. We never. First of all, we failed to mention. I don't remember if we did mention the attempt on his life that he survived a few weeks ago. Did we do? Did we talk about that?
We didn't talk about it, but we talked about it amongst each other. We didn't talk about it on the show.
We forgot. Yeah. So I'm so happy to hear and see that he's doing well. He's back out doing interviews, and I caught him on an interview with No Jumper. No Jumper's a pretty cool dude. I like to watch his interviews. And he was talking about Sci-Hi and his ghostwritership. I think I just made that up. And in the hip hop world, in hip hop culture, we know what it is with ghostwriting. Like ghostwriting is it's like in water cooler talk, it's really taboo to have a ghostwriter in hip hop, but we all fully well know, like Puffy was the first to expose it, and he exposed it so eloquently with, "Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks." And right then and there, first of all, what that did was it did two great things. It exposed ghostwriting for what it is, and it also exposed the difference between a lyricist and just somebody that gets songs written for him.
But you know what I feel about that, real quick? You know what I feel about that? Anybody with a listening ear can really tell if somebody's ghost written for or not.
I don't know.
Well, here's what I'm saying. We've heard Dre spit rhymes for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we knew that it was the pen behind it was Ren and Ice Cube. Then when Dre spit that verse on Forgot About Dre, and that was it.
Yeah, Forgot About Dre.
Forgot About Dre. You can't tell me that M ain't penned that. You know what I mean? So this is what I mean when I say when you got a listening ear, you can pretty much tell, all right, what we know from him and what we hearing from him right now.
You talking about a producer though? Like
I know, but
so okay. So look, let me go further into it though. Let me go further into it. So, so he's talking about his ghostwriting, and we all know that he did a lot of ghostwriting for Kanye. Mm-hmm. Now, to your argument, James, he did a lot on the Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album. He did a lot on that joint.
I love that album.
And that I'm sorry if you like. I feel like what you saying is more so for the less trained ghostwriter. I feel like it's levels to that shit too. Like you got a ghostwriter just gonna come in and write in his own his own pen, and then you got ghostwriters like my man Saha here, who's gonna come in. He's gonna study you, and he's gonna write from your perspective. Okay. He's gonna dumb it down. Yeah, he's gonna do whatever he needs to do. He's gonna find out what so in the interview, he's like the dude talks about he put so much respect behind ghostwriting. Like he talked about it like with his country ass, he talked about it so eloquently, man. And that's what I love about my Southern people too. Like the way that they can break shit down like into the most simple words, but it's still so eloquent, even with the simplest of words. Like I love my Southern people for that shit. But he talks about how he studies everything about the like he just talking about Kanye. He studied what Kanye was eating on in certain instances, who he was talking to, what figures he was meeting, so he knew what to talk about in the song. So like he took it to I feel like him and even Royce the 5'9", like they take it to a different level. Like they not just writing because they doing you a favor, like they writing. And then the way he talked about why you might need a ghostwriter, like it's not necessarily I'm just not good enough to do that thing. Like he's like, you might start off writing all your own shit, but after a while your career gets bigger, you get endorsements, you start doing more shit. So now you have less time to write, and you might have an obligation. So you need a ghostwriter to come in to help you finish your project. Like it was so like this interview was so fucking insightful. Like to me, I was just on the fan side of it. I was just like, oh man, ghostwriter. Like I respected it, but it's still like, oh man, if you got a ghostwriter, it's because you falling off and you just need to pick me up. But like when I listened to him, like yeah, it gave a whole new perspective to it. And then come to find out, he did Travis Scott Sicko Mode. Oh, like dog, the dude is on a whole nother level with this shit, man. A whole nother level. But what you
big hit?
Huh?
Big ass hit.
Super hit. But Mr. Rapper Man, what you think about this?
Young me didn't like it at all. Right? Like I didn't. I just it was just not something that I respected when I was younger. It wasn't until my shout out to my brother, Mr. Mac. He used to work for The Source, and he's written for like a lot of like different editorials and stuff in the music industry, and he knows a lot of these guys we're talking about, like personally. And he just gave me different insight. He was just like, look, man, we talk all the time that we want hip hop, not hip hop, but rap music in particular, to be respected the way people respect other genres of music. And the fact of the matter is, in these other genres of music, they got people writing for them all the time. And like they got different types of writers. You got some writers that are just writing the melody, right? Like what notes are going to be sung and how it's going to move that way. And then you got an actual lyricist that's penning the actual words. I got to meet the lyricist who wrote you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Like I got to be in his house, get a signed copy of the book with the whole story. And I didn't, when he was like, yeah, you know, I co-wrote the song, and I was like, okay, so what part? He's like, I didn't write the
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah. Yeah, so he wrote the actual words, right? But he didn't write the melody. So understanding that process, and I think look, man, it's not something that, you know, I currently do. I don't know if I could ever see myself asking for that type of help, and it's partly because I enjoy writing so much. But the one thing that you said, that he said, that I can absolutely understand is when you get in that moment where you're so busy that you literally don't have time to work on your stuff, but you got deadlines. You know what I mean? And I do it already for my business, right? Like for you know, there's clients that hire us to do visual art, but I got, you know, I got illustrators, I got you know, access to other graphic designers, so they might hire our company, but I'm looking for artists who need work and have more time than me, and some of these projects going to take 3 to 4 months to get done, and I ain't got that type of time. You know what I mean? So I take a part of that budget and dedicate it to them and pass them the money, even though my company, my company, me and Shell's company's name is on it. We didn't actually do every part of the work. And so in every other form of business and other forms of art in the business, that is a thing. And in rap, you know, I think part of the problem with rap is like, and it's not necessarily a problem with it, but what makes rap different is it's viewed as sport a lot of times more than it is music. And because dudes are competing so much and comparing themselves and trying to be better than the next man so much, or the next woman so much, it's like, you know, that's a knock against you if you ain't writing your own stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, hell, Puffy didn't write his song, his tribute song about Big passing. Sauce Money wrote that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's like, and yo, when I heard that, I was like, young, how do you do that? Like, I can't imagine my man dying and then me hiring someone else to write how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but I understand the game more now. I understand the business more now than I have. And especially working from the side of running a company and not having the time to do everything that needs to get done. You know?
Right. But yeah, that was good. Yeah, so I'm sorry to skip on to the next subject so quick, but yeah, that was good. That was good. So just to go through Snowfall real quick so we could get on. We got to definitely get some time for Biggie. So they slowed Snowfall down for us a lot. It was definitely a far more mild episode than the last one. No, everybody did not die. Until the end, yes. Everybody did not die, but a lot of people did die.
I was about to say, yeah,
all the people that I
definitely died, though.
Yeah, yes. That was so. Yeah, they definitely are building for like that. That episode was a good build up for this season. The first 2 episodes was just to have you shit your pants right quick and get you interested. Now they about to get into the story. I know the next, like nothing is going to be like these first 2 episodes, and I am definitely not expecting that from here on out. But yeah, so unless y'all got anything else on that, I'm gonna go right into Biggie.
Nah, do your thing, speed round, son. Do it.
So yeah, Notorious B.I.G. got a new documentary. I got a story to tell. It's a really dope documentary. Yes. Really different take on any documentary that or any production that I've seen about Biggie. This really went into who Christopher Wallace was, like, and who, where, and his background, more in depth,
Jamaican background.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like this was, I really enjoyed it. I did not know he was as deep in the dope game as he was. I did not know a lot of the things. So one very interesting thing that I did not know is that Party and Bullshit was taken from a Last Poet song.
Dog.
Did not know that shit.
Yeah. That was super dope.
I feel like that's really ironic too, like that they would make that song like that was absolutely about partying and bullshitting, but that is absolutely not what the song that the last poets like. That was not their message at all. But it's their message. The contrast is still kind of dope, though.
Yeah, their message was talking about niggas who was
partying and bullshitting, and they like, right. Yeah, that's us,
right. That makes it even dope. Like, this shit doing us.
Because all we want to do is party. We said it in the song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He led into it because all we want to do is party and bull.
Yo, that joint is legendary, man. You know what song I feel like? Just quick segue, Sherm. You know what song I feel like is its spiritual cousin? The joint "Fun" by Vince Staples. We just want to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to fuck up nothing. Have fun.
Yeah, I forgot all about that shit.
We don't give a fuck about nothing. I just feel like those joints are like spiritual cousins. Maybe spiritual is the wrong word, considering all the fucking I was just talking about. But yeah, but carry on, brother.
But yeah, so I just want what were y'all? Have you? I know you saw it, Stan. Did you see it, James?
Yeah, I saw part of it. I fell asleep because I tend to do stuff late. So yeah, I saw it, but not all the way through. I saw the younger years Biggie. So yeah, it's very good. But you know what else I'm interested in looking at, and maybe we can all view it and talk about it next time. This Hulu one about Tupac. Well, Haitian Jack.
You talking about the series? What's the joint? Hip Hop Uncovered or something like that?
Hip Hop Uncovered.
Yeah. Yeah, that joint's excellent. That joint's really good.
I gotta check.
Yeah, you definitely gotta watch it.
So your assignment for this afternoon, class, boys and girls, is to watch that series and then come back next week ready to talk about it because it's making. Well, we'll talk about it. It has a lot because I get into the whole who Tupac was a lot. And I know I don't want to speak ill of the brother because people worship him like he's the second coming of Jesus, but I know what I know. You know what I mean? So watch it and then we'll have a discussion about it and then you'll see why I'm saying I know what I know. But yeah. That's all I got, buddy.
Yeah, man. Well, brother, your timing's perfect because it's on you. Cash, you know what I'm saying?
It is All-Star Weekend, ladies and gentlemen. They are right now in Atlanta getting ready to tip off for tonight's game where it's Team LeBron.
They're already doing some of it.
Yeah, the 3-point contest is going on right now. The format of everything is different. I thought they were going to do the dunk contest before the game. And then Stan told me that the dunk contest is going to be at halftime, which is different. I mean, I guess it's entertainment. Probably is going to make for an extended halftime because you got 3 guys that are going to do their series of dunks. And the dunk series is going to be shorter now. So that's a halftime. Right now, 3-point contest is going on. The first round just concluded. And, of course, Steph Curry, is in the lead right now. Jason Tatum also got to.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right?
Steph Curry's in the lead for real?
I know, right? Right. I mean, I guess at some point somebody got to dethrone him. But
Jesus might come down out from the heavens.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
I've come to play you, Steph.
Yeah, man. I don't see that happening now. Jason Tatum's right. He's shooting around, and Jason Tatum has taken light-skinned brothers back some years with this look. I don't know what it is. You need to bruh. Is that
you don't like his Drake?
No, man. Is that a curly fro perm? What is it, man? And then he got the nerve to put a earring in his ear. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Stop hating on that man. Stop hating on that man because he won't look cute for the All-Star Weekend, man.
Oh,
man, won't look cute, man.
You're a basketball player, not I'll be sure in shorts. Like,
that's what they are now, though. That's what they are now. Look at Russell Westbrook, dog. Russell Westbrook got a better fashion sense than some women I know, man.
Yeah, that's off the court, but this is his look right now, though, man. Like, I ain't feeling that, man. Another thing I'm not feeling is I don't know if y'all seen the jerseys for it. They look kind of cheesy. Like you like some low budget stuff you got from Walmart or something. It just basically says All-Star across the front with a number. I don't really like it.
Yeah,
ain't no real pizzazz.
That is kind of generic.
Yeah, and blue and yellow. Where they come up with them colors, I have no idea. At some point, it's going to be doing a tribute to. Are
you going to say anything good?
I mean, I'm trying to get you the skinny on everything. So, they supposed to be doing another tribute to Kobe. And if I could say this, and don't get mad, so I'm the controversial one. Everybody know that. You go ahead and shake your head now. All right.
Here we go.
It's time to stop milking Kobe's death, man. It's time to stop milking it.
Wait.
It's time to stop, bro. Like, dedications, I'm aware of, but at some point you're using it to market, man. And I don't really like that. Like, let that brother and let his family grieve. It was tough enough that we lost him when we did. It was tough enough the way he died and how we all had to come to accept that. But everything can't be okay. We dedicating this to unless you're going to officially change. Yeah, unless you officially change the logo. You know what I mean? Into a Kobe Bryant logo and all this other. Okay, this is for Kobe.
I really feel where you're coming from.
Come on. And they got nothing to do with. Oh, you just don't like. No, I love. I mean, I love Kobe the man more than I like Kobe the player. Now I will give Kobe all props. Like he's number 2 shooting guard, hands down. Some people may argue that he's even better than Mike. I don't think so. But the point is, I get it. But at a certain point, you got to stop milking this Kobe Bryant's death thing, man, and let the family grieve and let everybody be done with that, man. This year is, I think, the second or third year of the captains picking the teams. So for those that don't know, it's Team LeBron versus Team KD. Team LeBron is Giannis, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokic. We're calling him the Joker for short. Also with LeBron starting. The backups are Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, Vontae Sabonis, and would have been Ben Simmons. Now, I don't know if y'all heard the story about Ben Simmons and Embiid yet, but they won't be playing in tonight's All-Star game. And the reason why is because they had contact tracing against but their barber had contracted COVID, tested positive. So because their barber tested positive, they had to go in the protocol. And the protocol basically is you can't play.
Right.
So it's a good chance we won't see them for 7 days, let alone just tonight's All-Star game, which in my opinion is a big blow to Team KD because his lineup was Joel Embiid, Bradley Beal. Yeah. Joel Embiid, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, with backups Devin Booker, not Anthony Davis because he's not playing. James Harden, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, Julius Randle, and Vachulev, a guy who plays for Orlando that not many people know or give a fuck about. So
I was gonna say, that last name you said, I thought you were saying something else. I didn't even know that was the player's name. I was about to say, like, wait, what? I didn't hear. That wasn't clear.
He plays for the Orlando Magic, first-time All-Star, and yeah, congratulations for making the All-Star game. But it's a lot of other players that I think deserve to be there just as much. You know what I mean?
It's
a popularity contest. It's
so different now, man. Like this shit is so different. It's so ridiculous for real. Like it's ridiculous.
It is. I don't like the I already said I don't like the uniforms, but I don't like the lack of competitiveness. I really don't. You know what I mean? Back when we grew up in the We're gonna say the 90s.
In the olden days.
we're gonna say the 90s and just keep it was a lot more competitive. Like they really wanted to show that I'm the best of the All-Stars. Man, this guy's good, but I'm even better than him. Now it's more of a talent show. In the beginning, in the first half, FYI, Steph Curry just won the 3-point contest.
Oh, really?
Big fucking surprise. So, yeah.
Hey, whatever camera they're using tonight is amazing.
Yeah, man. I got to get me one of those. When I'm in the
bananas.
Yeah.
Like, it's like everything is blurred but what they want to blur out. Like, they got focus on Steph and the trophy and the microphone and everything. Like, oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I'm going to get one for the shower. But,
I hate your guts. Damn you with all you stand for. You are an idiot, yo. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cash been on one, yo. Like, as funny as that was, like,
oh my God,
they ain't got nothing on the comment this dude made off camera, yo. Oh my God, dog.
Oh yeah, boy. We were talking about the.
You got to find a way to work that joke back in somehow before this segment is over.
We gonna talk about this dunk contest. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll get to it. We got 9 minutes. You know.
All right, so. Real quick, this is the third year, I think, second or third, where they're doing it this format. Of the names that I listed, because I already had my MVP was going to be Joel Embiid. He's been playing outstanding, like crazy basketball this whole season. Like he's already the top of the list for the MVP. And I thought that he was going to come out and show why he's that damn good and unstoppable. But since he's not in, my next bet on MVP is going to be, I know you're not going to want to hear this, Sherm, but James Harden. I think James Harden going to go off tonight. I really can't think
right now, yeah, James Harden kind of on some other shit. Like he on a whole different gear right now with Brooklyn. So you might be right about that, man.
And I don't see nobody on that LeBron squad that can really stand in front of him and stop him.
Nah, you don't stop James Harden. You just hope James Harden has a bad game.
You don't. You hope he missed. And I think he got a point to prove tonight.
I was just going to say that exact same thing. He definitely, all this bullshit people talking, he got something to prove tonight. So he's going to be out there trying to get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he going to, I mean, from Team Durant, they got some guys that can fill up the basket. I wouldn't be surprised if Bradley Beal do numbers. I just can't see Bradley being an MVP though.
Not in the All-Star.
Yeah, I can see them not passing him the ball much. I mean, okay. So one thing to fill in for Joel Embiid, they have Zion Williamson starting, and basically that's all they really want. All they really want to see him dunk. That's all. They want to see him yak on somebody.
right. You know that.
They know he's a rookie. Like they want to throw some stuff probably off the rim. Crazy. Like so the first half is going to be basically just, you know, a free for all. Everybody out there showing off what they can do. Nobody really playing defense. Right. Something I don't like, never really like their style or format. I don't want to see an entertainment show. If I wanted that, I'd go see the Harlem Globetrotters. You know what I mean? I want to see competitive basketball, and you're just not going to get that. So halftime is going to be the dunk contest once again. We talked about it off camera where we asked, like, what was the question you posed, man? You said –
I said what was your favorite dunk from the dunk contest all time, and then who you think had the best overall performance, like, in a dunk contest.
Right. And so my answer was the nostalgic. The first answer was the nostalgic Michael Jordan from the free throw line, and the reason why, because Mike is the GOAT. But him and Dominique didn't plan any of that. They just was off the cusp. We're gonna do stuff we normally can do, whether in a game or whether, you know what I mean, we just messing around. They didn't plan anything. They just went into it and said we just gonna freestyle this whole thing. You know what I mean? So.
Like, how ridiculous is that?
Yeah. So when he took off from the free throw line and that became a poster everywhere, you know,
that became a shoe logo.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it did.
Right.
It did. It became a shoe logo because that's sure where they got it from.
If that ain't a reason, one of the many reasons he's the GOAT, dog. Like, I did something in the game and that became a logo. Yeah. What have you done?
That's some shit. That's what I said. And I didn't plan it.
In your life.
I just did it. Like that's greatness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but my other answer, which I had to retract, because Stan brought back something else that I forgot about, was the Blake Griffin dunk. Dumping over the Kia. The difficulty, Sherm ain't really feel that or whatever. And then Stan reminded me of the Aaron Gordon one. When he dunked over the mascot.
I'm definitely going second. I'm definitely going second on this one.
Yeah. So what was your answer, Sherm?
So, of course, I definitely agree with the iconic Jordan dunk. After that, I would go with anything Vince Carter. And then I'm kind of an underdogger after that. Danny Green's dunk contest really stands out in my mind because of the fact that he does not even display his hops anymore, and the fact that when he came into the league, like, the dude could jump over anything. So, but I think for me right now, my favorite dunks from any dunk contest after Vince Carter, seriously, I think are going to be JaVale McGee's dunk in that dunk contest against Blake Griffin, because of the fact, like, there, of course, before that were other dunks that were very creative. But JaVale McGee had the best series of dunks in a long time. If you go back to that dunk contest that he had against Blake Griffin, his whole series of dunks was absolutely the most creative shit. Like, nothing was repeated. You didn't see anything that you was like, oh yeah, such and such did that a few years ago. Such and such did something like that a few years ago. They were all original dunks, man. And he got overshadowed because Blake Griffin came in there with Kia and jumped over the fucking hood of a car. What hood do any hood legend you know could have jumped over the hood of a damn car? That shit wasn't nothing, man. That was just a gas,
the difficulty
man.
Was
that
a
was
lot
all Kia gas. It wasn't no difficulty.
He had a guy throw the alley oop from the roof. You got to time.
He was outside of the roof. His head was poked out of the roof. That shit was bogus, man. JaVale McGee.
Because I watched it today. His head actually, after the dunk, he threw the ball through the roof. And then after he made the dunk, he came out of the car. You know what I mean?
Still, man, he jumped over the hood. If he'd have jumped over the roof,
you got to really proud. Okay, so for me,
what were his other dunks? What were his other dunks that night?
I don't know, but he's a name, dog. Certain, you know how it goes.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, politics.
He's a name. Yeah, and it's like one does one thing. I could do the same thing that the first man do, but they know him. They don't know me. So
and that guy can make us a lot more money than this other guy.
You feel me? And so it's that's the one part of it. You know what I mean? I'm losing my appeal for the dunk contest because it's becoming a lot more theatrics over actual dunks. And I don't know if it's because everything has already been done already. And that's possibly a part of it. Like, you did everything. So what else are you going to come up with? You know what I'm saying? So that could be a part of it. But right now, like, all the props and all the extra shit or whatever, it's just it's making me lose some of the feel for it. So
yeah, I feel that. You
know what I mean? So
yeah. I'm gonna just remind Cash to share that comment he said though. The whole time I'm listening to y'all, I'm like, yeah, all that shit. Cool, but that comment though, the Cash talk about like when the Bama dunked on the dude at the Olympics.
Oh yeah, talking about Vince Carter dunk at the Olympics.
Tell him what you said, Cash. Let's end it on this note. We got a minute. That's enough time to end with lots of laughter.
So the Olympic dunk was Vince Carter got a steal and dunked over a 7-foot dude. I said, No, Sherm commented. He said, he's about to start a whole world war.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
No,
yeah,
Stan said
like,
that.
Stan said that he about to start a whole world war with that dunk. And I was like, yeah, people probably watched that and said, oh, so this is why y'all enslaved all the blacks. This is why y'all enslaved the blacks. Like they can do shit like that.
They can fly. This is
said they can fly.
It's like Raya and the Last Dragon, dog.
They hungry, they can fly.
They can fucking fly.
They can fly. No wonder you enslaved. These niggas are magic. They can't be allowed to do this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, and so yeah, these are comments that usually don't happen. So y'all, ladies and gentlemen, these are things that we talk about.
Hey, you know, yeah, tomfoolery, but yeah.
Oh my God.
Yo, we gotta go. Yo, my whole face hurt. But yo, hey man, yo, per usual, always a good time, dude. Like, definitely got more crazy stuff coming this week. I know, like, because so much happened over the last few days, we didn't even get to touch on everything. So definitely looking forward to next week. But yo, do us a favor, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share this video, and also, man, let us know, because even though we talked about initially doing this live only once a month, you know, we have been having conversations about the possibility of going live every week again, especially now that we've kind of figured out our situation and folks ain't got to drive to a particular location no more. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, you let us know in the comments, whether you're on Facebook watching or you're on YouTube, just let us know what you think. And I guess we'll see y'all next week. You know what I mean?
Next week, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
All right. So, peace.
Hello.